On this beautiful Saturday, thank you so much for joining in. I'm Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Jada Knowles, and yes, the warm temperatures are here to stay for this weekend at least, and really as we start and begin the next weekend in the first week of February. But there is a lot of cold temperatures and snow across majority parts of the country, talking about the southern portions as well as the East Coast, and even talking about Florida could possibly see some snow. We're going to break all that down for you, but first, let's see what's outside looking like. Copper Mountain did see some early snowflakes early on this morning, but that has finally dissipated. And we even saw the freezing fog out there, but noticing mostly cloudy conditions in Copper right now. But we are expecting to see lots of sunshine. Here's your headlines and what we're tracking. Sunny and mild conditions will continue, as I mentioned, really throughout the rest of your weekend. But we are tracking some light mountain snow later on this morning before finally clearing up into the early afternoon hours, mainly for our central mountains, and then warming up heading into next week. Here's live radar. Really not much going on. We did see some early snowflakes late last night into early this morning for our northeastern portions of the state, talking about Sterling, parts of Holyoke, but that snow is continuing to track towards the east. Here's what we can expect as we head into the latter parts of this morning. Those light flurries and snow over towards our central mountains, talking about Winter Park, maybe even over towards Aspen. That should clear up after 3 p.m. this afternoon. Noticing majority of the state, lots of sunshine, no precipitation. We're going to stay nice and dry. But if you take a look at satellite and radar, there's that big dip in that jet stream kind of moving through Kansas City. They're seeing that active snowfall. But with that is Arctic air, very, very cold temperatures. And that's that kind of grayish color there that's continuing to push towards the East Coast and out into the Atlantic. And that's going to continue to merge with a coastal low pressure system. And that's going to give basically the Carolinas and parts of Atlanta, Georgia, a snowstorm, and even lake effect snow down towards Tampa, Florida. Can you believe it? So they are expecting some snow later this afternoon. That system will miss New York and Boston, and that's kind of good news because they saw the lots of snowfall and totals with the last system that came through there. Here's the reason why we're not being impacted by the cold temperatures or even the precipitation, and that's because this high pressure system is building in. That's a very strong ridge of high pressure, and that's going to continue to block those cold temperatures that's towards the east of us. And there is a weak disturbance kind of north of us, but the high pressure system is so strong that it's keeping it to the north of us. So that's the reason we're seeing these conditions currently. 35 degrees as you're getting ready to head out the door this morning, but those temperatures are going to warm up nicely. Temperatures across the entire state today, the upper 20s for the eastern plains, 30s and 20s in the high country, and you can see 26 degrees currently in Greeley. And we're going to see the warm temperatures with 57 degrees as the high, lots of sunshine, so definitely pack those sunglasses. Highs across the state, 57 today in Fort Collins, 55 down in Pueblo, a little bit cooler over towards the eastern plains. You can see maybe a little bit of that Arctic air tries to move in and kind of slosh around towards Lamar and parts of Springfield, but overall, above average temperatures is what's expected. Now, winds will get a little gusty, especially towards the foothills. Gusts close to 60 miles per hour is possible throughout the afternoon hours. But then heading into the early evening hours, we are expecting to see those winds finally start to cool back down, or calm back down, I should say. Tonight, what's in my forecast? 29 degrees, a clear night, and those winds will finally start to calm down. Tomorrow, even warmer, 61 degrees as the high. Of course, we're continuing the trend with the sunshine. The rest of your 7-day forecast, Groundhog Day, is on Monday. We're talking about 59 degrees, and there is a weak disturbance that tries to bring some snow flurries to the metro area on Tuesday, but only about a 20% coverage. As of right now, it doesn't look very strong or very active, I should say. And then clearing up as we head into Wednesday, then guess what? Warming right back up as we head into the next weekend with 64 degrees on Thursday. I'm Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Jada Knowles, and don't forget, be kind to somebody. You never know what someone's going through.